Hello and welcome to LowerBitrate, the podcast number 33. What
Wow,
up?
we are into the 30s. Hello, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Midlife crisis? We're here.
We're ready.
As always, thanks for listening. Always appreciate that. We always ask for feedback and we don't usually sell out, but today I have no qualms about that. Linktree, linktr.ee/lower bitrate. All our links are there. The Twitter is there, the Instagram, the OnlyFans, the YouTube, and especially the Discord. The Discord would take you to a text channel in the Discord, in M's Discord, where you can leave feedback, talk about the movies, and that's where we also watch movie night as well. Also, the three main platforms where the podcast is on, so Google Play Music, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. There's direct links to that, so check it out.
Check out our links. Thank you. Connect with us.
And you're gonna love the spicy hot content on the OnlyFans. You're welcome in advance. It's
Look,
also $10 a month.
yeah, it's hard times. Like, we're all just trying to make it. No judgments from us.
Yeah. So
Also, our moms don't listen, right?
no,
My
not
mom
mine at
hasn't
least.
found the podcast.
Not yet. But I mean, my mom knows I'm fucking weird anyway. So I think nothing is out of the realm of possibility in her mind for me.
My mom figured out Twitch because I took her to DreamHack when it was still in Austin. The second one where like Dr. Disrespect was burning it down, literally.
RIP.
Yeah, it was funny. Just, mom bop. And then back when I played Fortnite, lol. And she like followed and I was like, please don't chat. Please don't chat. Please don't chat.
So she followed and didn't chat. Did she ever chat?
No, I don't think so. Thankfully.
We're gonna talk about our weeks, but I want to talk about mine first. So
Sure.
mundane, redundant, it doesn't matter. Injured myself trying to fix my car, doesn't matter. But something happened last week that really made me go and contact my friends and basically reach out to them and say, something along the lines of like, if you're ever feeling like self-harming yourself or something doesn't sitting right with your life and you need somebody to talk to, I'm always here no matter the time of night, day, what I'm doing. I'll drop it and do that. Someone very influential took his life last week, and his name was Reckful.
Yeah.
And
R.I.P.
yeah, so obviously well, people can't help everyone, right? I mean, most individuals, myself included, I'm not equipped to know your life, and to be honest with you, I have no experience in it with crisis management or not or anything like that. So yes, my dog agrees. You can text crisis text line. Just text home to 741-741, and that's if you don't want to speak to somebody. There's also the suicide hotlines. You could we'll leave a link to that in the description for all of them around the world. But yeah, this is a hard time for most people, I would
Yeah.
say. And yeah, you don't have to be alone. You really don't. So it gets better, I promise you. And just reach out.
Yeah. I can speak highly of the crisis text line. I mentioned it on my streams before because I myself have used it. It really is what it's, I guess I was scared if I call, like, they'll call the police or something. I was just feeling paranoid, but it was just really nice just having someone to text with who will keep it anonymous for sure.
Yeah.
And who's has some training and experience in these types of situations.
Yeah, that's the most important part. that they're
Just
actually
give it a
trained for
try.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, just give it a try before you do anything you might regret.
Yeah. No permanent solutions to temporary problems, please.
Yeah. Well, very real stuff.
Yeah.
That's why we talk about video games and movies, because man, it's a great escape, you know.
Yeah. It
Like
is.
I had a really, really stressful, especially tough day yesterday. I was like, all I want to do is go home and watch a funny movie.
I usually just veg out playing video
Yeah,
games.
there was a lot of that too.
So how was your week?
The same. Just and I knew everybody's going through it. Stressful, and Texas is not doing well as far as the virus goes in a management sense. So yeah, just pretty much in the thick of it, trying to stay safe. How was your week?
Mundane, really. I watched a couple of shows, 2 seasons of a show we'll talk about later. I got sucked back into fucking Path of Exile again. Thought I had like it under control, and then it just spiraled.
I used to call Destiny my bad boyfriend. I don't want to say abusive boyfriend, but just like bad boyfriend that would like promise me things that would never come until like years later.
Yeah, I've given up on Destiny.
Just
By and large.
ghosting. Remember, they would just ghost.
Come back a few months later. Hey, we have a new DLC, $35.
Ooh.
Let's get into it. So, Animal Crossing dropped their update, what, like 5 days ago?
Yeah, and there some Animal Crossing news, everybody. I'll act like Isabel. There's a fishing tournament this Saturday, and that happened months ago, and it was like it will come back in July. So I was like, I'm ready.
Okay. So you still log in every day, right?
Yep. I keep buying turnips. Don't know why. Idiot, like. So yeah, it's going. It's fun to be able to go swimming in the game. Like your field of view and your view of the world and your perspective was really limited by the ocean. So they've expanded that so that you can jump in the water and go swimming if you equip a wetsuit. And you can collect all sorts of new treasures because Blathers is lonely, I guess. So now you can go talk to him again and turn in your sea life that you find. So, yeah.
That's cool.
I've had better luck fishing too. I think it's because of my island score, but they also added a giant freshwater fish called an arapaima. And I was like, when I caught it because I didn't know those were in game. But I need to make a note of that. Like I want to rewatch River Monsters, and that was one of the best episodes from that show was when he hunted a arapaima.
So, would you say that Animal Crossing kind of feels like a job to you? Like you clock in, clock out?
Yeah, but I love the routine. It's just, you got to have some routine or else that's why I keep buying turnips, like whether I take a loss or not. It's just, got to give yourself something to do. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of downtime, a lot of like, what do I do? I feel like I have everything and nothing to do.
Yeah, I stumbled upon this article yesterday. Today is the 8th of July, by the way. It was on Medium from this guy named Steve Rossio, I want to say. I'm butchering that, sorry. But he basically says that gaming during the pandemic is starting to feel like work. And it's a perfect parallel from It actually probably includes Animal Crossing primarily, right? Because Animal Crossing dropped right at the time where everything was shutting down. So that's all people did was play Animal Crossing. I think Animal Crossing was like fucking huge when that came out. And
Yeah.
his gist of it, basically, it's a 7-minute read. I'm gonna put it in the YouTube description box if you want to read it as well. But he's basically saying the gist of it, like people are trying to fill that void of a routine and like work routine. That Animal Crossing does that for them, and even other games as well, like World of Warcraft or something that's like has mundane tasks.
Yeah, MMOs. Like I see a lot of tweets like, "Hey, someone recommended, an MMO to get into." I'm like, "Well, kind of the same old, same old. Like they haven't changed that much." Um I think that's written from a casual gamer perspective because yeah, games are like jobs. How many hours a week we do them and how committed we are.
Yeah.
You earn, and you do it to like earn things and be able to spend currency.
Yeah, it's like a different form of gratification. Like in your regular job, your gratification is your pay. I thought that was interesting. It's an interesting read. He mentions a lot of games like a lot of MMOs, a lot of FPS games. Animal Crossing is probably the primary focus of it, at
Yeah,
least.
people, if you don't like Animal Crossing, people are definitely looking for games to get lost in. It's just the pure bliss to me. Like peak happy nerd is when I have a game I'm totally immersed in, like Breath of the Wild or Animal Crossing. Destiny used to do it for me.
Destiny used to really do it for me back in
Destiny
like
broke up with me.
2014,
I
2015.
was tired of the heartbreaks.
We'll talk about Destiny a little bit later. Um, but yeah,
Yes, so you want
more
to,
on this topic later. We're gonna do a quarantine episode. It's gonna be a bonus one. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but it will eventually.
I think
Um,
people after listening to that are going to be like, what a bunch of weirdos.
Probably, especially me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. We'll find. We'll see. It'll be a competition. We'll have feedback.
Okay. Steam sale. It's ending tomorrow, so by the time this comes out, it will be gone.
Hmm.
So, did you get
Hope you
anything?
got. Yeah. Hope you got what you wanted. No. And I forgot to look at my Steam currency bit, but
Oh,
no, I
good
didn't pick
news.
anything up.
Steam currency thing with the coins is gonna be here all year round. So you could buy your
Oh,
special stuff, like your.
yeah. I have 3,500.
So yeah, that's gonna. I was looking at it before we started recording because I was looking at what to buy if I was missing anything. Um, but yeah, that's gonna be all year round. The only thing that's not staying permanently is the golden profile. I think it's kind of lame because you have to pay 20 or 5,000 coins for it. Why can't I keep it? Or whatever. But yeah, most of the other stuff is staying there, which is cool because now Steam has adopted animated avatar frames, animated avatars, which is only 4 of them, and then animated backgrounds. So that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, they're cool. I'm trying not to totally zone out looking at these, but way to go, Steam. I mean, I didn't mind the total, uh, like Chinese New Year theme from, I guess, 2019.
hmm
But yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, so check it out. Um, I believe when you spend $1, you get 100 points. So you could, I think $20 is 2,000 points. So check it out. And let us know what you got. Use the link tree and let us know what you got in the Discord. That would be fun.
Buy these like chat emotes.
I did get, I got the CS:GO carry one. Like he's carrying like the hostage. It's called
Oh,
hostage, but
okay.
I'm gonna use it primarily to like text people who are better than me and I want to carry in something. You know what I mean? Just plop that in there.
Yeah.
Carry me. More gaming shit. Destiny released the Moments of Triumph. And I think that's my favorite part of the game is the Moments of Triumph. I mean, it's kind of like a culmination of like the year of Destiny, and it gives you certain things that you have to do. You can get an in-game emblem and some items once you complete these things, and a title. Titles are pretty cool in Destiny. And last year I got the shirt, the Destiny shirt. It did take a couple months to get to me, but it is a cool shirt. It's like burgundy and like gold. This year is going to be I believe you can get a ring as well. Yes, if you do all the raids in Destiny, which there's 5, and I'm pretty sure you could use Discord or whatever. They're not very hard. Most of them are power locked. The shirt is kind of the same, but in blue, and I have my name on it. Well, the burgundy one I have my name on it, and then the raid ring and emblem. The raid ring looks fucking cool because it's like the sword within the skull, that raid emblem, which I'm gonna get that just for a like memento or whatever. Because I mean, talk shit about Destiny all you want, and Bungie, they have some cool fucking merch, especially with the things tied to in the game stuff. I'm really digging that.
So
Yeah,
you can get an IRL ring.
yeah. They also do things like well, this is gone already, but you could have gotten a mini replica of Thorn if you unlocked it within a certain amount of time. And obviously you have to pay for it, but at a discounted price. But you would have to do the Triumph in the game in order to get whatever it was. They do that with the raid jackets as well. I think that's pretty cool. Having something tied to in game. I just wish it was in the game previously. Versus, not just Destiny 2, but like older stuff as well. But check it out. I mean, right now is the perfect time to get into Destiny 2. Most of it is free to play anyway. It's just the PvP is really, really bad. But the PvE is good. PvE is really good.
Man, still with that PvP.
Yeah, it's bad. It's free to play plus Steam plus trials plus making money by carrying people and hacks. It's not fun. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, Destiny.
Eventually they'll get it, but right now it's not the best. But most of the raids are not PvP. Actually, all of them are not. So you'll have no worries with that.
So I just wanted to mention 2 things, if it's okay to move on from Destiny.
Yep.
I just bought, check your Steam points and look at what they have. I just bought a really cool animated background and a profile frame because I didn't want to spend any more money, but you can, for only 5,000 points, you can get some cool stuff. Jazz up your Steam profile, really for no reason, but and then second thing, I forgot to mention before the show, but there's a Devolver reveal, and it's gonna be broadcast on all platforms, like name a streaming platform, and that'll be on the 11th at 12 p.m.
Cool. Do you think they're gonna do that one game? A little VR
Fall
thing.
Guys. I think they're finally gonna announce the release date because they haven't still.
That one I'm really excited for. There's a beta for it, but I didn't sign up for it.
So that's Saturday at 3 Central. That's 12 p.m. Pacific.
For their stream, right?
Yeah, and I'm sure you're allowed to restream it. I don't know. You thinking about restreaming it? It's always weird as fuck.
Yeah. No. I've been not streaming. I don't know. I have to be in the mood for it.
Yes, you have. Okay. Okay.
I haven't done it within the last week. But I feel like playing Path of Exile on stream is kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
Most of it is just me fucking looking for items and sorting through my pack stash because I'm a pack rat in that game and I just save everything. So, hey.
If I'm feeling good, I was like, I'd never stream Animal Crossing, but the game is just there's no point anymore. So I think I would like, and I was embarrassed as hell about my island and ashamed of my villagers, frankly. So, but now I would like, I'm considering, depending on how I'm feeling Saturday, to stream the fish on Saturday.
Okay, cool.
Watch me catch nothing but trash, literally. Why does the trash struggle so hard? Like, why is it such a fight to bring in a rock? Like, it's not alive. It's not fighting back.
I don't know. It's a big bait. Big bait.
Yeah, Nintendo. You know how to just get your hopes up and dash them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sorry, that was a tangent. Big time. Are you ready to move on to TV? Well, we want to take a second to again plug our links. Thanks for listening. We're about to talk about television, but you know where to find us. You can find us on Discord, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, OnlyFans, and we're at find out our link tree. Well, click our link tree at linktr.ee/lowerbitrate.
Makes it really easy to put everything in one place so you don't have to go searching for it. So use it.
Yeah, we'd like to know what if you picked up any games in the Steam Summer Sale. And if you decorated your profile, do share.
Yes. Just Fallout
Television.
is gonna have a television show. LOL.
Yeah.
It could be good, but I feel like the goodwill from Bethesda to give out the Fallout IP, they're just gonna meme on it.
Can't wait to watch this. Yeah, are you kidding me? Like, we didn't have E3 anything. Like, I need that cringe content.
I don't know like when this will be coming out, but I think it's gonna be in development for a little bit. I'm excited. I think I had a joke. They're gonna try to microtransaction every episode, $5 per episode. First one's free.
I just thought of something that made myself chuckle, but I do think I'm hilarious. But there's which do you think will come out first? The Fallout TV show or Elder Scrolls 6?
Probably the TV show, if I'm being honest.
How are you going to make a whole TV show? Like, it's got to be animated. You can't shoot things now. So, animation takes a long time. It took like 4 years to make Spider-Verse, and there were hundreds of animators.
That's true, because most of the time they film in Georgia, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of movies are filmed in Georgia. Like, multiple friends of mine when I was in Georgia worked in Atlanta on movie sets doing, all sorts of jobs.
Yeah, Georgia's not in a good place right now. So, yeah, I don't know, maybe. But also video game development has suffered as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe they come out at the same time.
Just makes me laugh.
But I believe if I'm not mistaken, this show is supposed to be developed by someone that was involved with Westworld. Yes, the creators of Westworld. That's not saying much. So,
because they used to be like Westworld created by, like, why are they crediting Westworld? Like, it should be their other credits.
Yeah, this is honestly just Amazon. Amazon Studios is behind this 100%, right? So I think it's their version of like The Witcher. I think people are looking at The Witcher being a success with like Henry Cavill as like the main lead, and they're trying to recreate that magic. So I don't know. It's an interesting prospect for Fallout because I think you can do Fallout live action, right?
Yes, you can, but not in a pandemic. There's nothing filming.
Right. That's the big caveat. But in a perfect world, where the pandemic doesn't exist, which it will exist at least until the middle of next year. Knowing that, are you excited for this?
Yeah, I'll watch it. Just like I'm gonna get real baked and watch that Devolver stream. Hell yeah. Let's watch it. If it's good or bad, I don't care.
I think the premise of Fallout is really good. I think the backstory of how it is really good. If they take the dialogue and the simplicity ish of Westworld season 1 and merge that with the dialogue rich nature and like the grittiness of the earlier Fallout games, I think this could be good.
Yeah, you're right about I forgot how great the Fallout story was. I started with Fallout 3 and then played New Vegas, which was a different publisher.
Whoa. Yes. No. It was a different developer.
What was it? It was just
It was Obsidian.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm sorry. It was not Bethesda. And then I did play Fallout 4,
Fallout 4 was It was like
and Fallout 76. Yeah, so I like this. You're absolutely right. The story of Fallout, I didn't like the story of Fallout 4, but 3 and the stories in New Vegas, like, yeah, let's tell those stories, like life in the waste. So many stories to tell.
Yeah. Yeah, the earlier Fallout games, and if you ever have the chance to play the really early ones, like 1 and 2, I mean, the gameplay is probably a little bit dated, but the dialogue in that, well, the writing really is really good. It's really deep.
I anticipate it'd be fun to watch. Oh yeah, I played the Fallout mobile game, Fallout Shelter. I like that too. And I hope the show does what that did, which was just like a little mini tidbit of the Fallout franchise, but the best of it. Because they would bring in like favorite characters, like Three Dog. Like you could get Three Dog in a loot box, and then he would move into your vault. Just one of many like known NPCs from the game that affected the story, whether a lot or a little. Like companions too. Oh my gosh, like everyone has a favorite companion.
Have you seen Bandersnatch?
Is that the horror movie?
Bandersnatch was the interactive episode of Black Mirror that was on Netflix.
Oh, I was thinking of the Babadook. Wrong.
You've never gone through that, right?
No.
That would be interesting. I would be excited for that. I mean, realistically though, it was kind of like limited in its scope or whatever for what Bandersnatch was. But something like that, if Amazon could pull that off for Amazon Prime with the Fallout series where you could choose like your dialogue or whatever, that would be cool.
That's cool. Fallout is a choose your own adventure. You can get all sorts of affect the story in all sorts of ways. They're trying to contribute to replayability, I suppose.
Yeah. I just hope Amazon doesn't fuck it up like they did the Crucible game.
Ooh, I meant to mention that. Yeah, I was really anticipating the release of that game because there was just nothing about it for years. I played an early version out of South by Southwest, and the Amazon Web Services guys were really nice and like were able, answered whatever questions we had, and it was cool. I was like, hey, I wonder when this game's gonna come out, and it did, and then it didn't.
Yep, I think they like pulled back or whatever. Yeah, that space is crowded, to say the least, for games, especially
Yeah.
Wrong time. Yeah,
I thought it was their, literally their first title. So I I hope it's not the end of Amazon Web Services game developing and publishing.
No, they
So-
have MMO that's supposed to come out, which really worries me about that.
Why?
Amazon might have like a stink eye since their first game essentially failed. So we
Yeah,
may,
but they
we might
can-
not see the MMO for a while.
They can afford to fail with game development. They don't, right? They're not. There's no investors, to appease. They're not like there's no Activision. It's Amazon. Like they're not publishing titles. They want to have a developer in house, like Amazon game developers.
Yeah. Amazon's
Anyway,
huge.
enough about Papa Bezos and his
Papa B.
billions.
I think over the last week, Hamilton came out on Disney Plus.
Yeah, saw lots of tweets about it.
Interesting proposition. I will eventually watch it. Sidetrack though. Have you checked Disney Plus the last maybe a month or so?
Yes.
They've
Why?
added a lot. I haven't been on there for a while. They've added quite a few things that I thought were pretty cool. I also have an update on Star Wars Episode 9.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it and enjoyed it, but I didn't have any sound, so that's not really saying much.
Okay.
4th of July, I had it on previously because my dog gets scared of fireworks. I thought the movie would be enough to drown out the fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't enough, so I had to play music, but I still left the movie on because I was too lazy to get up to get the remote.
Weird.
And I watched it as a silent film. Looks good, at least.
So with these tech companies that are now like media content creators with making games and making video game based movies, I want to see somebody remake Super Mario Brothers, the movie, with John Leguizamo and Bob. What was his name? Bob Hopper?
I don't think that'll ever happen.
Dennis Hopper as Bowser. My bad.
I don't think Nintendo's willing to go down that road again.
I love that movie. What will it take for us to watch that for a movie night?
Lots of crack because I'm not
For us
watching
to
that.
hit 100 subscribers on OnlyFans. How about that? When that happens, we'll watch that movie for a movie night. Deal.
Deal. Are you gonna watch Hamilton?
You guys heard it here. Yeah, eventually. I meant to watch it and then just lost interest and watched Unsolved Mysteries instead.
Talk about that. I'm gonna watch it too. I'll check back because musicals and plays are not my thing. So it'll be interesting to know what I think about it, especially for something that's hyped too. I think Hamilton tickets are like $800 or were $800 or something like that.
No, thousands of dollars. Yeah, for like the original cast. Yeah.
Yeah. No, not paying that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm glad that, the common folks, us, low level swine, gutter dwellers can, enjoy the arts as well. How gracious of them.
Yeah, that production company got paid, by the way. That's on Disney. Disney.
And all those actors too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Disney gave them the bag.
Yeah. They can do whatever they want. People love it. I just need to watch it. I don't have any criticisms of it right now.
Yeah. I saw have you seen the show Dark?
Yeah, I saw season 1 and don't guys, if you're trying to watch Dark, you're going to get into it. Don't even bother with the subs. Like the dubs.
The
Go
dubs,
for
yes.
subs.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
On
really
that.
it's really well written and really well translated, I think.
Yes.
Because of how rich the story is and how great the storytelling is. Yes.
I originally did the dubs and I was like, what the fuck is this? What is this? They don't sound it's like Money Heist. Money Heist is a primarily like Spanish speaking show. So if you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
watch that, do not put the dubs on because the voice doesn't match what they look like. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At
Yeah.
all. So it like takes you out of it. Like you're just like you're hearing Josh speak for some guy that's like really like burly or whatever, but he doesn't sound like that. I'm like, no. I cannot. Subs all the way. Um, but I finished season 1 and season 2. No spoilers. What a fucking wild ride.
Yeah, season 1 was a twisty turny roller coaster. And then I didn't start season 2. Like, is season 2 is good?
It's good, but there's just something at the. It's very predictable in certain aspects. Maybe it's just me. I'm very like observant of like outside shit or whatever. Very predictable to me, but the person I was watching it with wasn't quite grasping some of the things that I had already called like episodes ago.
Mm.
So it's either luck of the draw, whether you're gonna get it or not. But it's fantastic. It's shot well. I love title screen. The title screen. I never skip it, ever. That is such a good song. Um, the actors are phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a German show. It's based on a town called Winden, and there's like all kinds of whimsical and fucked up shit that happen. You get a lot of season 2. There's actually 3 seasons. Season 3 came out maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, it gets really fucking weird towards the end of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
But you kind
Even
of
weirder than season 1?
yeah.
Okay.
It yeah.
I
I'm
just remember being real creeped out. I don't want to give anything away, but I totally remember being super creeped out by this character they introduced in season 1. That was really affecting the plot. Kind of reminded me of Fargo, like one of their villains.
Which one?
He's like the priest or something that shows up.
Yeah. It gets it gets weirder than that.
And he's like fit too. Yeah, I was like,
He's Buff
no
Daddy.
priest I've ever seen looks like that. Like, what is going on with this guy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's Buff Daddy.
Yeah, he freaked me out. I was like,
yeah,
ooh.
there's like maybe 2 or 3 more layers that get introduced in season 2
Mm-hmm.
that kind of complicates things.
Okay, it's already pretty complicated.
It gets worse, but it's good. It's like it's followable. Like you can follow it, but you might have to like rewind it a couple times and be like, "What the fuck did they just say?"
Yeah, I'll just ask you.
Yeah, it's a dope show. Check it out. I can't recommend it enough. At least the first 2 seasons. I don't know if the season 3 is trash, but from what I've heard, it gets even crazier. So we'll see.
Something I like about like this, and also the Swedish version of the girl with the dragon tattoo, like Dark kind of reminds me of that, like because of how it's like shot and how dark everything is about the show. But what I liked about Girl with Dragon Tattoo movies and Dark is the people they cast are normal people. Like you're like, oh, I'm in this like rural forest town somewhere in the mountains of Germany. This looks like people that live there. They're not like all supermodels in the village. It lets me get immersed more because I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's look like people.
Yeah, foreign shows.
Small rant.
Foreign shows are really, really good. I'm kind of mad that I slept on this for so long.
Oh.
But I'm gonna finish it. We'll see. What's next?
Do you want to do our weeb segment?
Right in the middle? Yeah, sure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
We can keep going. I skipped ahead.
Let's put it right in the middle.
Let me insert the weeb shit. I'm excited because on Netflix, season 1 of Food Wars is there. The dubs looked sketch, but I watched it with subs and I love that show. It's good.
So question, when you're watching a show, right? Let's just say you have the options of dubs and subs. Are you exclusively watching the show? Like, are you sitting down watching it, or
Yeah.
are you at your computer?
No, if I'm watching subs, I have to devote all my attention to it.
Yeah, that's the internal struggle that I get because I usually like to do two or three things at the same time. So I'll be playing a
Hmm.
game and trying to watch something, but it's physically impossible for me to play the game and read subs at the same time.
There was, oh, shit. I think it was called Seven on Netflix a while, an anime that came out. It was kind of like Lost at first. And I did watch that one on, but I wasn't so invested in it. It was a pretty simple story too. I watched that with dubs. No shame. Do what you want.
It depends on the quality of the dubs. Like My Hero Academia dubs are really good, but
Hmm.
some of the I think dubs I didn't enjoy were I think Demon Slayer. I think Demon Slayer's dubs were questionable for me.
Hmm.
But some of the live action shit, like some of those dubs are fucking horrible. Horrible, horrible. So Food Wars. Is that the one that you told me to like be wary about because the weird
Yeah.
shit that goes in?
Don't watch it with, you know, your mom, for example, because it immediately, just first episode, all, all it is like this really dramatic food show. You know, they're like in cooking competitions eventually, but it starts out with this, like, I don't know, high schooler working in his dad's little like short order Japanese restaurant. And he will do these experiments with dishes just to try new things, I guess, like chefs do. And he did this one where it's peanut butter and octopus, and he like made this girl eat it by shoving it in her mouth. And then it goes to this cut scene. Every time someone eats something, there's a cut scene of like them like orgasming because of the taste, or like, so she got wrapped up in tentacles and was like,
All right.
it's just funny. I don't know. It's so silly.
Tentacles from peanut butter and octopus. That's interesting. Hmm.
Highly inappropriate, but
I'll watch that. Fuck it. I'll have my review on season one. How many episodes in season one?
I don't know. 500 or maybe 12.
Go in between. Um, about to check out right now how many episodes.
Episodes in season 1 of Food Wars.
I like the animation style.
Mm-hmm.
24. I won't get through this in the week.
You say that now.
All right.
I wanted to insert another thing into the Weeb segment. I watched a Studio Ghibli movie. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong every fucking time. And it was called Tales from Earthsea. And that was added to Disney Plus, or I don't know if it was always there, but I really liked the animation. It was beautiful. So check it out, Tales from Earthsea, if you're into dragons and fantasy.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Maybe it's not included in like the Miyazaki catalog for like lists because it's based on a book. Like he didn't write. It's not an original screenplay.
So the ones that we watched, like, what did we watch? Like My Neighbor Totoro and the other one,
Spirited Away.
Spirited Away. Those were original screenplays, right?
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
All right, no more weeb chat. Sorry.
I mean, we can still talk about weeb shit. I haven't done any weeb shit for a while. I finished season 4 of My Hero Academia and then canceled my Funimation subscription.
Mm-hmm. Did you like the ending?
It was okay. It was alright. It kind of ruined it for me because the crescendo for me was kind of like in the middle. Like there was this one fight with this one guy that it was just like it's the best shit I've ever seen. So
Mm-hmm.
it kind of like, I don't know, kind of like ruined it for me. Like the second fight was cool, but it wasn't as badass as the one in the middle, or even ones in previous seasons. Because I did watch 3.5 seasons or 3.25 seasons, just back to back to back to back to back, from like, maybe in like a 2 week span.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like desensitized to it. And then I was like, when I got to that middle portion of the fourth season, I was like waiting every week to see it because I had finally caught up. And it
Oh
like
shit.
it kind of like blew my fucking mind, you know?
Wow.
Yeah,
NHA.
I did that with the Walking Dead comics as well. Until I finally caught up. This was years ago. This is probably like a decade ago at this point.
Do you still have
Maybe
those
more.
comics?
I have a few. I have a few that are signed by Robert
Roberts.
Kirkman, and I
Yeah.
have an original. I think one of my favorite covers, which is issue 6, which is signed by Tony Moore, which was the original illustrator.
Mm-hmm.
Or I met him at New York Comic Con 7 or 8 years ago, or maybe 9 years ago. It was a while ago, but he signed my original copy of issue 6, which
Wow.
is significant because the first 6 issues of The Walking Dead, he didn't know if it was going to be successful or not. Remember, this came out in 2003, 2004,
Mm-hmm.
way before the TV show. So the from issue 1 to issue 6, the comic accelerated exponentially. And spoiler alert, if you don't know, it was the death of Shane. Death of Shane is an episode or issue 6, and I have an original copy of that, and I got that signed. I think that's like my holy grail. I'll never get rid of
Mm-hmm.
that one ever. That will come to the grave with me. Bury it. Um, yeah, I forgot the fuck I was talking about.
We're talking about
Anime.
Yeah, I thought we'd moved on.
All right, we can move on. You want to give them a sneak peek of what we're gonna be talking about in movie night to come?
Sure. Next movie is going to be a movie called Arkansas, and I have a copy of it, and it's a movie by someone you've probably never heard of, but it's based on a book, I guess, but the screenplay was adapted by one of the actors in it. But you'll recognize actors like little Thor's little brother, Mini Thor,
Yeah.
and
Uh,
Vince Vaughn.
yeah. Liam Hemsworth, Clark Duke, Michael Kenneth Williams, Vivica A. Fox, Chandler Duke, John Malkovich is in this bitch.
Yeah, how could I forget Vivica and John Malkovich? Yeah, apologies.
I'll pretty much watch anything with Michael Kenneth Williams, aka Omar, in it. Um, yeah, Clark Duke is he acts in it, and he's directed and he produced it and did the screenplay.
Mm-hmm.
And is based on a novel, right,
Mm-hmm.
by John Brandon. So it looks interesting. We'll talk about that. That's the next movie we're gonna watch. But we have a couple of we have a Taika Waititi kind of like marathon planned.
Yeah.
Um, and when it gets closer to the release of Tenet, we're gonna watch a Nolan film. Tentatively, we have what we're gonna watch, but that may change. Who knows?
Yeah, rooting for you, Tenet.
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna come out this year. At the very least, it's gonna come out like December or something like that.
Yeah.
Movie theaters are still not open, and I'm not paying $30 for a ticket. Sorry, that's not happening.
Whew.
Uh,
Forgot about movie theaters.
mm-hmm. One of the movies we're gonna watch is What We Do in the Shadows, right?
Yes, that's a Taika Waititi, and also Jermaine Clement.
But isn't there a TV show about it?
Yeah, and there was a movie, and now there's a TV show on Hulu, and it is different actors.
You've seen both, right?
Yeah, I
Is it-
haven't finished the TV show, but I've seen a few episodes, and the movie is funnier because it's, a lot of comedy compacted into a film, but the TV show is also funny and worth a watch. Can I just say, like, one of the jokes from the first episode that really got me
Yeah.
was vampires, their the lore in this world is that their favorite food is the blood of virgins. They say the blood of virgins. And so one of the familiars, his job, the human familiars, is to like seek out virgins. He's like, you would, and so it shows, it's mockumentary style. So it shows the interview with him. So it's like The Office, and the familiar's like, well, you think it'd be really hard to find virgins, but actually I found a perfect source of them. And then it shows him walking into a LARPers meeting outside. So he can just walk these virgins into the house. And so the vampires interviewed them. I was like, really? You're virgins? And the guy was like, yeah, I just play a lot of games online. And then the girl was like, well, yeah, maybe I am, but I have a boyfriend online who I've never met, but we talk every day. Like,
I feel personally attacked.
oh my God, I died.
If you guys don't know what a LARPer is, it's a live action role playing game.
Mm-hmm.
Personally attacked. Wow.
So they can walk them into the house because the LARPers think that what's going on in the house is like a 24/7 LARP. So all the vampires can be doing all their weird shit because they're from different centuries. And the LARPers are like, oh man, your story is so like, in depth, and your makeup is so realistic. And it's funny. They have no idea.
Is there a reason to watch the TV show that's different than watching the movie itself?
I would watch the movie and then watch the TV show so you can see what the TV show is based on.
Okay.
Perhaps, but they're both worth a watch. But if you have to choose one, the movie is very, very good. 'Cause it has Taika Waititi in it and Jermaine Clement, who are probably the best at acting this material because they wrote it. But
yeah, we'll talk about Taika Waititi when we talk about Jojo Rabbit. I have a lot of thoughts about his performance in Jojo Rabbit.
yeah, he's a bit of a nut.
Yeah. You want to mention the last one?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I almost forgot. Also on Netflix, like Food Wars, is the remake of Unsolved Mysteries. I don't know if any of y'all were 90s kids like me, but man, I love some Unsolved Mysteries because it was like IRL X-Files, just blew my mind. These crazy paranormal bizarre cases that have never been solved. And watching it on Netflix, I was like, this is gonna get solved. Like the reach of Netflix, I was like, someone knows something and this will be solved. So it's cool. I would recommend it.
I'm gonna check it
You'll
out.
You'll want to watch all of them, whether you used to watch Unsolved Mysteries or not. It's very good.
Yeah, what are you doing otherwise? We're all in the house, so watch it.
Yeah,
and-
be that someone's gonna murder you and the case will never be solved. Great. Watch it during this pandemic. Perfect.
Mhm.
Take my recommendation.
And last but not least, Jojo Rabbit.
So this movie night on Monday, at 7 Central, we watched Jojo Rabbit. Join us for movie night every Monday. Jojo Rabbit is one of Taika Waititi, his films, and he wrote it. and acted in it, and I think directed it.
Yes.
So yeah, it was your first time seeing it. What did you think?
I was okay. I understand that this happened, what, 70 years ago, 80 years ago at this point, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing
75
it
to
was
80.
World War II. Yeah.
Yeah, the Hitler. Okay. Um, it was surprisingly funny. It's different from Taika Waititi has a different style of like directing and taking his actors to tell a story. It was like equal parts funny, equal parts enlightening about like the time and how people were back then, Germans and Jewish people.
Mhm.
Then it was also kind of sad too at the very end with the reveal that we got or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
I enjoyed the acting on it. I thought
Mhm.
it was at times really fucking funny. I've got that movie got multiple audible laughs from me, like what the fuck, this is ridiculous type laugh.
Mhm.
Um, I love the kid that played JoJo. I think this is his first movie. I think he was a perfect like actor for it.
Yeah, all the kids were so good. Like
Yeah,
his little glass friend with glasses.
yeah. The Jewish girl she was probably my favorite part
Okay.
of the movie because between her and Taika Waititi, it's like it could go either way, like one or two. But yeah, the way because I know a lot about World War II and the Nazi regime, et cetera, et cetera. But I think this movie gave it to you in such a manner that it was easy to digest. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like the absolute fucking ridiculousness, and like the it was like they were like mocking like Nazis. Like, oh, look at this one. This one this one has wings. I'm like, dude, come on. Like the brainwashing of most of the German people that were drinking the Kool-Aid, so to speak.
Or just even what it was like to be I don't think I've ever seen a movie or a TV show or read a book personally. I mean, not that I've like done a ton of research on this, but um from the perspective that was sympathetic to like everyday Germans living in, a country that was ripping itself apart and committing genocide. Like, what do you do if you're just an everyday German? And Scarlett Johansson answers that. She's like, they do what the people that were executed. She's like, they did what they could, and that's what we see, like the story of Germans who tried to do what they could. And then also those that went the other way.
Yeah. I think it's heavily assumed that Jojo Rabbit's dad was killed, right?
Do you think he was a German soldier, or apparently he went missing, right? Like,
Yeah.
so possibly he was also resistance, like Scarlett Johansson was, and that's what got her killed. Maybe that's what got him killed too.
Yeah, the Gestapo. I firmly believe that his dad was killed by the Gestapo for being the resistance or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
funny shit mocking the Gestapo or whatever. The girl that
Yeah.
played the girl in the wall, she was really
Mhm.
really funny. Sam Rockwell was fucking hilarious.
Yes, he was very good. Yeah. It's
Uh,
amazing to me how, because of, Taika Waititi's style, he can take topics like horrible internalize, just like internalized racism, and then also just how racism is taught and is a brainwashing tool for many people. I liked how he could take those topics and just like put them into this like ball and just shake them up and make it funny. Like he didn't. What I read about him, Taika Waititi plays Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler is a character in this movie, like a big supporting character. And I read that he did because he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he doesn't want to honor Hitler in any way. He did no research for the role and just winged it. So I think it worked.
Yeah, it worked. It worked well. It wasn't it wasn't sensationalism about like, you know, propping up Hitler or anything like that. He was basically a caricature of Hitler, like just your typical fucking dumb version of him or whatever.
Or he was Hitler's version. He was, because he was a young boy's imaginary friend. It was like, you know, someone who he respected and admired, you know, guiding him during like very scary times. And because, you know, racism is taught, had racism ingrained in him. And so, but seeing that from a child's perspective, like, children aren't racist. They have to be taught to hate.
Yeah. Some of the funniest lines from this movie came from Rebel Wilson. She's fucking hilarious. She's like, she said something that she had in the very beginning of the film. They have like summer camp, but it's like Nazi camp for girls and boys. And
little
then like
soldier camp.
Yeah, so the boys are taught to like kill and like fucking hate, and then the girls are in there. They're like, you need to make children for Germany, and she's like, I have 18 babies for Germany. And she's like kind of like squatting or something like that and insinuating fucking babies coming down her vagina. I'm like, dude, I can't see anybody else playing that because she's equal parts ridiculous, and it made it so fucking funny.
Like, her comedy works well with Taika style, which is just like a wham of a pie in your face. But they do it deadpan. Like, she's completely serious. She's like, I have 18 babies. Or remember, she was strapping grenades to kids' backs and like sending them to run in. She was like, find any American, go hug them, go. And then she'd pull the grenade pin and they would run off. I was like, that's awful to see, like, child suicide bombers, that she was like loading them up in a line. Like, it showed the kids in the line. Even that was funny.
Yeah.
Like, them waiting to go next.
That's a yikes.
It was, so dark. If you like dark comedy, give it a watch. It's a completely different presentation of World War II than I've ever seen. I'm not saying it lightens, you know, the genocide or the horrible injustices that occur. It's a really interesting movie that shows, like, Rick and Morty does this too. That's why one reason I watch Rick and Morty is it's not afraid of like racism or classism, but because it shows how fucking dumb it is. Like, it's so stupid to be racist. You're just hating someone because they're a different color than you. And so it's presented in different ways in these movies and TV shows that just really highlights the stupidity of the concept of being racist.
Yeah. I think Taika Waititi is probably one of the most. I think he's very versatile in how he directs his movies.
He's unpredictable.
Yeah. I can't wait till we watch other ones. We're gonna be watching a few other ones of his, and then we'll have a good picture of what he's done. But I think most people have seen Thor Ragnarok.
I almost watched it last night. Yeah, I like that movie a lot.
That one single-handedly turned Thor around because Thor was kind of like meh, but then he made it fun.
Remember the Natalie Portman OG Thor? That one was good. But yeah, you're right. The Thor story was.
It wasn't as good as like Iron Man or Captain America. They got the big brunt of it, but I think he really turned it around. And made Thor Ragnarok really fun and really good too. I think that's the one that put him on the map. But Jojo Rabbit is based on a novel by Christine Lewins.
Mm.
Lewinins. It's called Caging Skies. So he this won a Academy Award for best adaptive screenplay, and I think it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's well written. I think it's really funny. Shot very well. The acting is great from everyone.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson delivers as well. She did good.
Yeah, she was really funny as well, kicking people on the balls. There's quite a few kids on this list. Like Archie Yates, he plays the Yorkie, which is the fat friend, and then JoJo is played by Roman Griffin Davis. These are their first movies.
Yeah. I wonder if, because another movie we'll eventually watch is a movie called Boy, which was written and directed by Taika again. And all those actors were on purpose indigenous actors. So, yeah, a bunch of no names. So I wonder if he likes working with people that are new or inexperienced because he can get the performances he wants, which is just like, really real, but showing the comedy of the darkness of life.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of directors have like weird, whimsical shit that they. It's like very superstitious. Like, have you heard about Christopher Nolan? What he doesn't allow on his sets?
No chairs, right?
Yeah, no chairs, which is weird. But
Stupid.
that's like the retail thing of if you could if you could sit, you could work or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, that was also service industry based. Yeah, really annoying. I was like, there's this thing called a break. Like, shut up.
Yeah. I love this movie. However, I wouldn't watch it again. It's just one of those one and dones for me. I don't think I want to watch another World War II film.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is along the lines of, I mean, I wouldn't say it's greater than The Pianist. Have you ever seen that?
I haven't, no.
Pianist is a World War II thing about a piano guy. It's very good. If you check it, it's a long movie, very boring. But yeah, one and done for me, just like one and done for that movie as well. But I think that's just a World War II thing. I don't want to watch stuff like that.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah, but 2 thumbs up for me.
Yeah, I liked it. This was a rewatch for me. And I had honestly forgotten. It hasn't been a year, I would say, but it's been some months since I saw it for the first time. And I remembered it being funny. And I conveniently forgot how intense, or not intense, but just it will make you feel sad at times. I mean, not excessively. But yeah, you will sympathize and feel sad. So I forgot that.
Yeah, it hits you when the funny's when you want it, and then it hits you with the sads when it's needed as well to further the plot, which is good.
Yeah. Would recommend. Give it a watch if you like Taika Waititi or World War II films.
Yeah, let us know in the Discord. Again, Linktree, linktr.ee/LowerBitrate. Let us know what you think. Do you like this movie? Do you hate this movie? Do you think my opinion is shit? Let me know.
Yeah. Chime in the Discord, please. You'll see a text channel for it. We appreciate you guys listening and leaving reviews and giving feedback and joining us on the movie nights. It's a good time.
Yeah, that's all I have, at least.
Okay, well, see you guys next week. Stay safe and healthy.
Wear a fucking mask. Goodbye.